What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing another tier list with NFL teams, but this time it's not on my opinion. I'm going to basically do all these teams based on how good they're doing. So I have 8 tiers: S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The worst one. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get to this. So, number 32. Sadly, at number 32, we have Las Vegas Raiders. What happened to this team? Like, they are my uncle's favorite team. I don't see why that they're doing terrible this season. Like, what on earth just happened? Like they used to be good when this series even started. Especially to their humiliating losses against the Chargers. Next up, at number 31, Tennessee Titans. Not gonna lie, the Titans are honestly still pretty bad, but after that win against the Browns, or was it the Bengals? I'm gonna say it was the Bengals. But still, this team's still terrible. At number 30, I'm not saying that this is correct, but at number 30, we have the Saints. I'm not gonna lie, this team's honestly one of the only teams that I know one of the least about. But honestly, this team's still pretty awful. However, they did defeat some teams, like, I don't know, let's just say the Jets. Of all people, but that's just pretty much it. At number 29, is the Panthers. Honestly, this team so far is not very good. But they did beat the Buccaneers, but they did beat some teams so far. But other than that, but what happened to their quarterback? The reason why it's not in 30th is because that they are actually trying this time. But still get outclassed by some other teams that I could mention, like Chargers, Chiefs, Jaguars, or even Texans. Now we're moving into the F tier. These are teams that are still doing terrible, but improving a bit. At number 28, at number 28, we have the Jets. I don't even know why, but this team just honestly sucks. But especially to their humiliating loss to the Saints. But that's all I could really say about them. Coming in number 28, we have the Atlanta Falcons. After their, they are eliminated from the playoffs, but just look how they did against the Buccaneers. They nearly won by a field goal, and that's very surprising, honestly. Because I never found this team to be good at this. But still, they get outclassed by so many other teams. Not gonna lie. Narrowly making itself to the number 28th, number 26th, we have the Giants. Giants, to be honest, are not really doing good at all. because they even lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Bengals. I mean, they lost against like so many others. Man, I can't wait to see. Man, I'm so. Oh yeah, and also on Friday it's gonna be Texans versus Raiders. Be sure to be there because it's gonna be sick. Because both teams are pretty popular to me. Anyways, ending off at F tier, we have the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins to me are not really that good, and like overall, but they had some really sick wins, and with them beating like I don't know the Cardinals or was it the I don't know what team it was, but what is this team? I don't know. Moving into the E tier. These are teams that are middle of the road, but not as good. Wait, I think these are the Cleveland Browns because I don't see the Cleveland Browns a little helmet anywhere. And speaking of the Browns, they are the first team in E tier. These guys are like one of the worst underdogs, but so far. But the reason why that they're not in last like the Raiders is because that they've won at least a few. Yes, including the Raiders, but still. And they still are terrible. Getting number 24 is Bengals. The reason why Bengals are above the Browns is because that they are doing a tad bit better. But they are still middle of the road, to be honest. And they are also losing to other people like Eagles, Bears, Lions, Commanders, even Cowboys for all I care. Getting in number 23rd, actually no, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Getting 22nd place, we have I'm putting up the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, first they lost to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Now they lost to the Texans on that one Sunday game. Like, it's unbelievable and honestly pretty good on how much they've lost because this team is overrated as heck, to be honest. But this is not my opinion, which is why Chiefs don't go down any lower on this list. And rounding out the E tier of NFL teams, we're putting in the Arizona Cardinals. The reason why that they are not in D tier is because that they don't really show any mercy. I mean, is that they don't show any attention to the game. But they've narrowly missed the almost halfway mark, which is the D tier. These are teams who are somewhat doing better, but also not doing as good either. At the bottom of D tier, we have the Steelers. Steelers, to be honest, are honestly kind of doing good, especially their win against the Ravens. Like, the Steelers are still ass, but they are not as due to as our G tier teams. In 19th place, we have the Colts. Man, what happened to this team? They lost to the Texans of all people. The Houston Texans. How are they messing up this terribly? Like, they ranked even 7th in like week 15. was getting in 18th place. We have the Buccaneers. The reason why the Buccaneers are here is because they kept on losing to other teams. Like they even lost to the Falcons. And they also lost to some teams like I don't know, Jaguars or probably Bills. And narrowly missing the halfway mark and routing out to D tier is the Green Bay Packers. The reason why that they're not higher on this list is because, well, most of their players are, I don't know, even though that they won against the Broncos once, I don't see any attention to this team at all. I don't think that they're gonna make the division out of Eagles or probably Bears. Now we're halfway done with this list and just in time for the C tier. These are teams that are very good, but are not doing good at top. Barely making it into the halfway mark is the Minnesota Vikings. The reason why that they're not any lower is because that one, they were doing very good despite being eliminated from the playoffs, and two, they lost. They won so good yesterday. Last Sunday that I found very interesting in this team, and I hope that they can do better in the future. Getting in 15th place, we have the Washington Commanders. Well, after their humiliating loss in the final second to the Broncos, of all people, they've been starting to shrink lately. But I think it's honestly hilarious how they are doing, that they've been doing good in the past few weeks. Other weeks, but these weeks, right now are not good for them right now. Getting in 14th place, we have the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears, from losing to Green Bay to even losing against teams like the 49ers, I think. But they do have a very good quarterback and good coach. So I think this is where they land. And falling just short of B tier, we have the Detroit Lions. Wait, actually no, just kidding. It's the Cowboys. The reason why the Cowboys is because that ever since Thanksgiving, they just kind of sucked so far after that. From losing to the Lions to even losing against the Minnesota Vikings. And that's why that they got eliminated from the playoffs this year. And that's pretty much it. Now we're going into the B tier. These are teams that are really good on top and have been winning the past. And you might be shocked why the Ravens are up this high. I'm not talking about this year, to be honest. I'm talking about overall. And this team is honestly pretty sick. But as of right now, these guys are just shy of reaching our top 8. All right. Anyways, next. Getting 10th place. 49ers. The reason why that they're up this high is because of their Super Bowl chances. Like, they made it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago and lost to the Chiefs of all people? I'm sorry, but that is a crime. I'm sorry. But I gotta say, these guys have been doing very good, to be honest. I think they might make it due to the division somehow. But as of right now, they're just shy of A tier. But getting in 9th place... Actually, no. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Anyways, now getting 10th place, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. The reason why that they're not in A tier is because, like, they did have a few losses, but, like, the most irresistible is the Las Vegas Raider. But other than that, Chargers are just kind of mid when it comes for opinion. But this ain't opinions, isn't it? Yeah, it's not. And barely missing A tier is the Philadelphia Eagles. The reason why that they miss A tier is because, well, they lost to the Cowboys on one time, and they also lost to the Bears, which is why that they rank, and that's why they are just shy of A tier. Speaking of A tier, that's our next tier. These are teams that right off the bat are gonna make it. Anyways, getting 8th place, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. These guys have been doing very well from beating the Buccaneers to even smoking to even smoking Chiefs and 49ers. But I gotta say they're the Super Bowls overall. Nah, I'm sorry, man, but that's not gonna happen. And this year, I'm sorry, Jaguars. Surprisingly, getting 7th place is the Lions. The Lions have been doing very well from beating the Cowboys and all that, but they are just shy of our top 6. Out of our 6 remaining teams, getting 6th place is the Seahawks. Damn, this team's been doing well from beating the Vikings by a very unfair game to even smoking the Jets. And barely missing the S tier is the Rams. The reason why Rams is because, like, I don't see them doing very well. I don't see them making it and making it farther, but they've been smoking everyone lately, even the Detroit Lions. And now on to S tier. These are teams that are automatically very good in overall. At 4th place, we have the Buffalo Bills. This team is honestly very underrated. But they really did deserve to make it to the Super Bowl last year, but they got smoked. But they missed their field goal, and the Chiefs won. But I do see potential for the Bills. Surprisingly, getting 3rd place is the Houston Texans. They just have all the main ingredients to win here, like from taking on the Chiefs to to going belt to butt on the Chiefs. I mean, the Colts have lost it to them too. And recently, on Sunday, they defeated the Cardinals. I mean on Saturday, the Houston defeated Arizona. And honestly, they're one of my favorite teams. So shout out to Houston. Taking the silver medal of best we have the New England Patriots. These guys used to be number one, but due to their humiliating loss to the Bills, they just shortened down a bit. But honestly, they are still doing amazing, though. But they are just shy from our top-tier top-tier team, Denver Broncos. This team, from beating the Commanders to getting smoked by to smoking the Green Bay, and even kicking butt on the Chiefs. This team is honestly one of the most likely to win. Like, where did all this wisdom come from these top three teams? Yeah, I definitely see these three getting higher. And that's the completed worst to best. I'm sorry, Las Vegas.